Have you ever found out your roommate was your biological sibling through a DNA test kit commercial? I moved into this cheap apartment my freshman year of college, and my roommate Blake seemed cool enough. He was quiet but funny, and we hit it off right away. We both loved horror movies, both hated pineapple on pizza, and weirdly, we both had this exact same chipped tooth on our left front incisor from falling off our bikes as kids. We'd joke about it all the time, saying maybe we were long-lost twins or something. We even had these baby photos that looked identical. Same chubby cheeks, same dimple on the right side. It was creepy how similar we were. One night, we're watching TV and this DNA test kit commercial comes on. You know the one, where families discover they're related. Blake laughs and goes, "What if we actually were brothers?" I'm thinking the same thing, but it's ridiculous, right? The next week, Blake comes home with 2 DNA test kits. Says he bought them as a joke. We're both cracking up, spitting into these tubes, sending them off. Then we completely forget about it. A month later, I'm checking my email and there's this message from the DNA company. You have a 100% DNA match with user Blake Johnson. I'm staring at my phone thinking it's some kind of glitch. There's no way. But then I remember Blake's mom had died when he was little, and his dad was never really around. Blake always said his dad was weird about family stuff, never talked about relatives or anything. I'm getting this sick feeling in my stomach. I call my mom. She picks up all happy, asking about classes. I'm like, "Mom, I need to ask you something. Was I adopted?" The line goes completely silent, like dead silent for 30 seconds. Then she goes, "Jeremy, you were adopted." My world just flipped upside down. Turns out my biological mom was 17 when she had me. She put me up for a closed adoption and never told anyone she had twins. Blake's mom had been told she couldn't have kids, then got miraculously pregnant a year later. The birth mom kept Blake but gave me away. We were twins, raised 20 miles apart our whole lives. One adopted, one kept. I had to tell Blake. When I showed him the DNA results, he went completely pale. Then he got angry, like really angry, then confused. We stayed up all night talking, trying to piece together our lives, all these weird coincidences. We'd lived in the same area forever, played at the same arcade downtown. Our high schools were rivals. We probably saw each other at football games. We might have been standing next to each other 100 times and never knew. But what really hurt was realizing how different our lives had been. I had 2 parents who pushed me, drove me to debate tournaments, saved money for my college. Blake had been raised by a single mom working 2 jobs who missed every parent-teacher conference. He always wondered why his dad didn't seem to care about him. Now it all made sense. The guy wasn't even his real father. We told our families eventually. Blake confronted his dad, who finally admitted the truth. My adoptive parents apologized for never telling me. Nobody had the whole story, just broken pieces of it. The worst part was meeting our biological mom. She lived 3 towns over, working at a grocery store. When Blake called her, she started crying. She said she'd thought about us every single day for 19 years. She'd kept Blake because she was scared of giving away both her babies, but she couldn't handle 2. She chose him because he was born first. She'd been watching me from a distance my whole life, knew where I went to school, what sports I played. She even came to my high school graduation and sat in the back row. Blake was furious she never told him he had a brother. A year later, Blake and I got a new apartment together, as actual brothers this time.